If you play video games, you definitely know that very few games have ever been as anticipated as GTA 6.
And what you got?
Oh my.
But do you have any idea how many times the biggest and best action-adventure franchise has been referenced in cartoons, shows, and even other games? One of the coolest GTA references ever showed up in an episode of The Simpsons, the most iconic cartoon in history. But it didn't appear just during an episode like usual. It happened in what we consider the best opening sequence ever made for the Yellow family from Springfield. In it, we see Homer sitting alone on the family couch, which suddenly transforms into a wild adventure vehicle. He takes on criminals, performs crazy stunts, and even wins over the most beautiful girl in the end. Of course, it's Marge. Anyway, this whole sequence is a clear nod to GTA Vice City, which is set in a 1984 version of Miami. That's why both the game and The Simpsons opening shares this amazing retro 80s vibe, and that was just the first of many GTA references you're about to see in this video. So buckle up, because we're about to blow your mind. Robot Chicken, that adult stop-motion show, really doesn't hold back. They did the unthinkable, mixed one of the world's most beloved kid-friendly racing games, Mario Kart, with all the violence of GTA Vice City. In this episode, Luigi and Mario accidentally take a wrong turn during the race and end up in a big city. They ditch their little cart for a decked-out purple car. Along the way, they commit all sorts of crimes, just like in GTA. They're chased by the cops, run over innocent people. You get the idea. And yeah, let's just say their ending wasn't exactly a happy one.
You'll never take me alive, you mother...
That's definitely not the case for Peter from Family Guy. His wife Lois gives him a copy of GTA to help him man up and become more aggressive. But just 8 hours later, Peter completely transforms into a GTA character. He starts beating up random people in the street, stealing their money, and yanking drivers out of their cars to take off in high-speed chases. No doubt about it, Peter pretty much channels Trevor Phillips from GTA 5, which dropped in 2013. We even get a hilarious GTA reference in the 2008 spoof movie Meet the Spartans. In one scene, the Leonidas character gets so mad after his best friend dies in battle that he basically goes full-on GTA San Andreas mode. He hijacks a rival gang member's car and starts mowing down Persian warriors with a machine gun, exactly like CJ does in San Andreas. And just to make the parody crystal clear, he even lifts his shirt to reveal San Andreas tattooed across his ripped abs. This nod to the 2004 GTA game is pure comedy gold. But it's not just cartoons and movies referencing GTA. Other games do it too. One of GTA's biggest rivals in the car chase and crime genre threw a jab at Rockstar in Driver 3. The developers added a completely useless NPC that the player has to eliminate to complete a mission. His name, Timmy Vermicelli. And you might be thinking, so what? Well, his name is a clear mockery of Tommy Vercetti, the main playable character in GTA Vice City 2002. No way that's a coincidence. These two franchises were always throwing shade at each other. And as gamers, that's just awesome. Back to The Simpsons, there are even more GTA references in other episodes. In one, Bart is scrolling through his smartphone apps, and we can clearly see one called Grand Theft Auto. It's a clever wordplay on Grand Theft Auto, mixed with Otto, the school bus driver for Bart and Lisa, who, let's be real, would totally fit in as a GTA character. But that's not the only GTA parody name in The Simpsons. In the 2007 movie, we see Homer playing an arcade game inside Moe's Tavern. Next to him is a cabinet labeled Grand Theft Walrus, a hilarious GTA spoof where the main character is literally a gangster walrus who terrorizes the city in true GTA style. And hey, if you love off-the-wall driving games like Grand Theft Auto, drop a comment below with GTA so we know you're part of the crew. Back to our list, we also find a version of the GTA name in another pretty funny cartoon. This happened in one of the seasons of Total Drama, where the reality show host announces that the contestants will have to compete in a twisted version of GTA called Grand Chef Auto, which is a mashup of the original game's name and Chef, the character who's always making life harder for the reality show contestants.
Stream Chef Auto! You've each been given a can of spray paint and a GPS map of the island. And the go-karts? You'll have to steal them from Chef.
In another season of the show, we get yet another GTA reference. When one of the contestants messes up a challenge and falls from a diving board straight onto the ground, his spine gets completely twisted. And at that moment, a message pops up showing that he failed the mission, using an interface that looks exactly like the one from GTA. Now jumping over to the sitcom The Big Bang Theory, there's another reference when Leonard is talking to Sheldon and says that he and his friends are so well behaved that when they play GTA, they don't even hit street girls.
In Grand Theft Auto, we pay the prostitutes promptly and never hit them with a bat.
Which is the complete opposite of what happens in Big Mouth, Netflix's show about teenage life. There, the characters play a game that's clearly a parody of GTA Vice City, called Hooker Killers Vatican City, where the entire goal is just that, take down as many sex workers as possible. That's definitely a very dark and edgy joke coming from the show. Believe it or not, even Disney has GTA fans, even though the game is known for its intense action. This becomes clear in the name of one Amphibia episode, the cute animated series, which is titled Grand Theft Auto, obviously a pun on GTA's full name, which is the exact same thing that happens once again in The Simpsons. When Homer takes Lisa and Bart to Springfield's Comic-Con, you can spot a GTA parody off to the side where the main characters are Itchy and Scratchy, the hilarious and ultra-violent cat and mouse duo that Marge's kids love watching. The game in that episode is called Grand Theft Scratchy, as a tribute to the characters. And yeah, that game is definitely full of stuff that's not exactly kid-friendly. Now seriously, if you made it this far, it's probably because you liked this video at least a little, right? So go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. It's totally free. You won't pay a thing. Back to what many consider the best nerd comedy show of all time, The Big Bang Theory. There's a moment when Sheldon asks Leonard if he wants some whiskey. Leonard replies that he can't because he plans to play GTA later. He makes it clear that the game brings out his violent instincts, and adding whiskey to the mix might make him lose control by accident.
I'm gonna have a whiskey. Do you want anything?
No, I can't. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto later.
Also, in another episode of The Big Bang Theory, we see Leonard and Penny going to a shooting range. Leonard says he doesn't need much instruction because he's played enough GTA to know how to handle a firearm.
All right, let's shoot stuff. You want me to show you what to do?
I play a lot of Grand Theft Auto. I think I know how to handle a gat.
Now, if we had to pick the franchise that references GTA the most, The Simpsons would win by far. That's because one of the actual games featuring the Springfield family doesn't just reference GTA, it's basically a parody of it. We're talking about The Simpsons Hit and Run, where the driving missions are super similar to Grand Theft Auto 3. Just to give you an idea, in both games the player races other characters, collects items before time runs out, and crashes into other cars. And at one point in the game, Homer pulls up next to Chief Wiggum's police car, and Wiggum tells him, "This isn't GTA, get in on the passenger side."
What is this, Grand Theft Auto? Get out of there.
Next up is a GTA reference in the adult animated show King of the Hill. In one episode, we see Hank learning how to play a super addictive game from his mechanic buddy, as a way to de-stress from his boring suburban dad life. By the end, Hank feels so guilty about all the horrible things he's done in the GTA-style game that he starts wondering which button on the controller he should press to turn himself in to the cops. Poor Hank, GTA definitely isn't for everyone.
Oh God, I just stabbed a parking attendant. Where's the button to turn myself in?
In the comedy series, Last Man Standing, the main character Mike is giving one of his 3 daughters a driving lesson. He gets freaked out by how aggressive she is behind the wheel, and asks where she learned to drive like that. She casually says her instructor's name was GTA. No doubt, a direct shout out to one of the most iconic games ever made. To wrap up our list, there's a GTA reference in 2.5 Men that's tied to a teenager's lack of real-life driving experience. It happens when Jake's mom says he's only 15 and has 0 driving experience. Jake responds, saying he actually has plenty of experience. He's already played GTA 1 and GTA 2.
Just because they give 15-year-olds learner's permits doesn't mean they're ready to drive.
Please, I've been driving for years. Grand Theft Auto 1, Grand Theft Auto 2.
That's the end of our list, but stick around and check out the 2 videos popping up on your screen right now. And hey, if you're gonna drive, don't play GTA first. The roads will thank you for it.